Good afternoon, I'm meteorologist Bailey Braun, and looking ahead this weekend, we have lots of cold temperatures all the way from the interior down into South Central. We're seeing these cold weather advisories, so I'll tell you all about that and what you can expect, as well as the change in the forecast on the way this upcoming week. So I'll tell you all that you can expect right now. So as we just jump ahead right now, today is a first alert weather day. Tomorrow is going to be a first alert weather day as well for the interior, but for South Central, that's only today, as these cold weather advisories and extreme cold warnings are in effect all the way down. You can even see it on the map, all the way down from the interior down into South Central, spanning all across the state. But for Anchorage and even the Kenai Peninsula, we're looking at these lows dropping to negative 20 degrees to negative 30 degrees, and even in areas in the northern portion of South Central like Golcana, we're going to see these lows dropping up to, or I should say as low as negative 60 degrees. And this is true for the interior as well, with lows between negative 40 degrees and negative 60 degrees. So very cold and frigid temperatures all across the state, mostly true for South Central and the interior though. Now as we look ahead, I just want you to see this high pressure all across the state, leaving these clear skies all across from the northern slope down even into southeast. We're seeing these fairly calm conditions right now, but that is going to change into the overnight hours and especially for tomorrow. You're going to notice this low pressure system begin to make its way, and as it does, that is going to bring snow to the Bristol Bay area before it moves into South Central and especially for Southeast. So on Monday, that's going to be a really big weather day with this snow pushing in for South Central and for Southeast. But if you're in the Panhandle, you will see heavy snow up to and even a little bit more than a foot of snow is likely from Monday into Tuesday. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that tomorrow, but I'll try to give you just a little bit of information for today and what you can expect tomorrow. Now all across the state with our satellite and radar, we're seeing these winter storm watches in effect for the areas like the YK Delta, but we're also seeing this for Southeast. Now that blizzard warning in effect for areas like Bethel, this is going to be in effect Sunday morning as well as Monday night. So that's what you can expect as this low pressure system begins to move through. Snow, you can expect 8 to 16 inches, so you will see quite a bit of snow coming in the next couple of days, mostly true for tomorrow and Monday, with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Now, like I said, all across the state, it's looking pretty busy, but cold is really the key word as we're looking into the interior specifically. Now, you're really feeling that deep cold with lows dropping to 40, 50, and even closer to 60 degrees below zero. So that's what you can expect tonight and even tomorrow night as well, but mostly true for tonight into the overnight hours. Now, as we shift just a little bit south into Anchorage and the South Central region, we do have this winter weather advisory, but this will be in effect tomorrow night into Monday morning. But that extreme cold warning is in effect tonight through tomorrow for areas like Golcana, with lows dropping to negative 50 degrees and closer to negative 65 degrees. So extremely cold, and that's what you can expect from that extreme cold warning, exactly what it says. But for that winter weather advisory, this will be in effect for tomorrow night through Monday morning, with 4 to 10 inches of snow likely to accumulate. So get ready for some snow to move in, and especially for Southeast, get ready for more of that snow on Monday after you catch a little bit of a break this weekend. Now, it's really important that you take advantage of the sunny skies tomorrow, because you will have lots of snow coming your way by Monday. So do what you can tomorrow to prep. Make sure that you're shoveling any previous snow off of your roofs, because the snow really does get heavy as it accumulates. You get feet and feet of snow. You really want to shovel that off so your roof doesn't collapse. So make sure you take advantage of what you can tomorrow before the snow moves in on Monday. Expect up to 14 inches of snow by Monday into Tuesday, and even potentially just a little bit more, but gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Now, speaking of wind gusts, I want to bring to your attention, especially if you live out in the Aleutian chain, this is especially true for you in these more westward islands like Adak, Atka, and even for Shemya. You're going to see this hurricane force wind warning in effect through tonight all the way through tomorrow afternoon, and this is because you will see gusts up to 80 and even 100 miles per hour. Now, if your house isn't super stable, this is incredibly dangerous, because these are the kind of winds that destroy homes in hurricanes, and this can really damage your property. So please make sure you do what you can to take precaution, whether that's boarding up your homes or just seeking shelter, make sure you do what you can and stay safe during these very, very strong winds. So again, that's going to be for tomorrow. Get ready for that to move through as that low pressure system makes its way. So here's a little bit of a better view. It puts it into more perspective of what you can expect, especially along the Aleutian chain. You'll see gusts up to 70 and, like I said, even 100 miles per hour. That's for tomorrow. And then that wind is going to begin to move through mostly the coastlines as that low pressure pushes across the southern portion of the state. So winds in southern portions of the Panhandle could reach up to 60 miles per hour, but most other areas from Bethel, Juneau, even in areas near Nome, you could see gusts up to 40 and 50 miles per hour mixed with some of that snow, leading to blizzard-like conditions. All right, now for your regional forecast for Southeast. This is the calm before the storm, mostly sunny skies across the entire region with these temperatures a little bit warmer than what we had been seeing in the past couple of weeks. So make sure that you, again, take advantage of what you can tomorrow with these calm conditions before more snow pushes in on Monday. And again, I'll have more on that forecast for you tomorrow. Now for the interior, mostly sunny skies again. This is true for most of the state for Sunday, but look at these overnight lows dropping to negative 55 degrees in Fort Yukon, and Fairbanks also 50 degrees below zero. Even those highs staying pretty close to that low temperature at 45 degrees below zero in Fairbanks. Now for the North Slope, these temperatures are much more frigid than they have been recently, so get ready for more cold temperatures at 30 below in Anaktuvuk and near 25 below zero in Dead Horse and Wainwright, but mostly cloudy skies pushing in. Now for western Alaska, mostly sunny skies, carrying on that sunny trend from southeast and the interior, but again, that change is on the way for Sunday overnight into Monday, so get ready for more snow coming your way, mostly for the southwest portion of Alaska, but in the Aleutians, be ready for heavy rain as well as these very strong wind gusts. Now the good news is that these temperatures are fairly warm, near 50 degrees, so you're not really going to get any freezing conditions or snow, which does help because that's not going to add any more hazard to what's already coming, but get ready for those very, very strong winds, as I mentioned, 70 to 100 mile per hour gusts, especially in areas in the westward islands. But for South Central, mostly sunny skies again, very cold temperatures with lows dropping to negative 28 in Soldotna, Kenai negative 21. I mean, these temperatures are not typical as what we see this time of year, so it's really important to be aware of how cold it is because wind chill and frostbite, they will get you whenever you're not expecting it. So make sure you bundle up and get ready. But in areas like the Copper River Basin, that's where we're seeing slightly colder temperatures, especially in Golcana. But for the Matsu Valley, highs not really reaching above zero, but mostly sunny skies are ahead. Now for Anchorage, more sunny skies as well. Before Monday, we may see that chance for snowfall. So with your 7-day forecast, cold air tomorrow, but then that snow will begin to push in by Monday. You may even have a couple more days next week where we'll see that snow. So if you're a big snow fan like me, you have something to look forward to, but if you're not, I'm sorry, nothing we can do about it. But for Fairbanks, we're also seeing some of these colder temperatures push through. Tomorrow is again that first alert weather day, so make sure that you get ready for more of these cold temperatures before it does begin to warm up just slightly into the work week. And for Juneau, we're seeing these mostly sunny skies for tomorrow before that heavy, heavy snow begins to move in for Monday. So that's what you can expect for tomorrow and also what you can expect to start off your work week. It's a lot of information, but we do what we can to keep you informed. So with that, I'll let everyone have a great rest of your Saturday. We'll see you back here tomorrow, and I'll give you more on your extended forecast and what you can expect into the work week.